Kia ora, haere mai, from the Royal New Zealand Air Force Museum here at Wigram Skies, a suburb in Christchurch. It is Monday the 13th of March 2023 and it's Trent's Araroa Trail Trek Tramp, day +4, part 1. Behind me is a Bristol freighter. Real old aircraft, man. When I say old, 50s, 60s. When I was young growing up in South Auckland, we should see these things flying across at our kitchen window. Over here is a helicopter that used to be attached to the frigates, the Royal New Zealand Navy frigates. So I think it's called a Wasp. Each frigate used to have one of these, or maybe two of these Wasp helicopters. But I guess the most famous aircraft is the Skyhawk, which was a jet fighter, and that there was a squadron attached to Australia for a while of New Zealand Skyhawks, and they did real well. Back in 1984, there was a exercise, an ANZUS exercise, Australia, New Zealand, United States exercise, and the Skyhawks were up against the F-111 Australian fighters, and I think it was the F-14s or the F-16s back then for the United States, and you could see them dogfighting in the blue skies over Wairau. So all these aircraft, see the helicopter over there, jet aircraft, how good. So it's about 10:30, give you another shot of the Bristol freighter. These things are big, slow aircraft, man, but the old Bristol freighter, how cool. And a little tiger moth aircraft there. Heaps of people into flying those things in their day. So I'm here, so it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I've paid for a $2 tour. It's free entry to the museum, but there's a $2 tour. So I'll wander around the museum until then. And then I've got to be back, drop the hire car off and be back at the Christchurch airport at 1:30 because I fly at about 4:30 this afternoon, arriving about 8 o'clock from Christchurch to Sydney. And then once I clear customs and quarantine, which will take a while probably because of my tent gear and stuff that I used on the Araroa Trail. It might be way after 8 p.m. tonight, but it'll be good to get back. It's a rainy, overcast day here in Christchurch, and thanks Scotty's car rental for. I was meant to return the car just after 9. I didn't get back to just after 10, and he said, yeah, go to the museum. We don't need the car till this afternoon, so that's really cool. Okay, so pretty excited to be walking around the Royal New Zealand Air Force Museum here at Wigram Skies. So Wigram Air Force Base used to be a grass airfield, and back in the 80s when I was in the New Zealand Army, I've flown into and out of Wigram Air Force Base. So that's pretty cool. It's just a big suburb now. There's a few defence buildings still doing defence stuff, but this for me is the highlight, the actual aircraft museum. Really cool. So I'm very thankful and grateful to have this opportunity. If you'd like to support Anzac Soldiers of PTSD, go to www.anzacsoldiersofptsd.blogspot.com, and thank you to all those generous people that have donated so far. How cool this is. This is really good. Okay, thanks for watching, and as always, take care out there.